So this machine behind you is your demo model. But if you could talk about, I read that you have an XXL model. Can you talk about that and how it's different?
Yeah, so that is our most recent innovation, and it was big enough that it warranted a whole new machine. But this is what came out of it, just for comparison. This is like what the Blackbird does. And so this makes like a fully finished joint or a blunt, where you've got like a little cigar band on it, and you can do like a super premium tip, like a wood or glass tip like this one. And this was really just a response from, my customers that are like, we want blunts, like we want more. And I'm like, dude, all right, like and I've got like some of the only technology to actually like roll it. So you can imagine trying to fill this from the top, it'd be extremely difficult. So yeah, that this was the latest machine that came out, and we insert the label like as it's being rolled. So it's kind of cool. It's like it's not that much different than this machine. But we're still able to like, create a very premium whole new SKU for my customers.
What engineering
Mm.
advancements or new features do you envision for Roll Pros machines in the next few years?
Yeah, that's interesting. I know one of the things that has kind of always been on my list is making it so I could run like a hash hole, which is this, hash is like a really, really sticky material. And there's a lot of guys that will roll a little like hash worm into their joint. And it's really big in the EU, like Amsterdam and actually in like New York, the Bay. And but right now it's like the best way to make the best hash hole is to hand roll it. And so there are some um pretty expensive like joints out there that are still manually made, and I was like, my machine is like so close to that already that I just need to make a little modular attachment that just can lay a worm, like right on that scale. And then yeah, like there's always more, like I want to do more packaging, because that's kind of the next hurdle, where it's like, well, we can do 1,000 joints an hour now, but like I've got like four people now just doing packaging. So trying to find some like kind of clever ways to package joints. I think that's probably also on the roadmap.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So before we wrap, do you have any final thoughts or advice for engineers listening who want to push the boundaries of machine design?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, stay curious. Anything is possible. Yeah, like literally anything is possible. Like there are little guys in the garage that are tinkering on stuff right now that are going to impact this world. And if you've got that desire, it's so doable. Like it's like you just get out of your own head and take action, like that's I think that's one of my big things, is just you got to take action. Don't be afraid to fail and stay curious, like that's kind of it.
I love it. Well,
Yeah.
Kyle, thank you so much for being here and joining us today. And thank you all for watching. Until next time, I am Sharon Spielman with Machine Design. Stay curious.